Having a teenager behind the wheel of a car can be a scary thing. It is very hard to prepare them for real driving experiences without putting them on the road. Guard Your Life is a true, hands-on class on a closed course that teaches teens about distracted driving, high-speed braking, and what to do in a skid. It's hosted at the BMW Performance Driving Center, and it is free. I spent last Sunday there to learn more about what the class has to offer.
In 2012, we lost a teenage daughter in a car accident, and we just felt like that's a devastating thing, and we didn't want anybody else to experience something like that. So we was fortunate enough to have the BMW Performance Center in our area, and we got hooked up with them to they do classes here anyway, so they was generous enough to set us up with a program. And so about 4 times a year we bring 60 kids out to the Performance Center, and we do a free driving class for them. It's kind of an introductory class with skid pad, distracted driving, and an anti-lock braking exercise in a short classroom period.
After a short classroom session where the instructors were introduced and some safe driving basics were gone over, we went out to the track. I started my day off with distracted driving.
And I'm not trying to trick you. I want you to participate and try to do the things I'm asking, right? Nothing crazy. I'm just going to be like, hey, do this or that for me. And then we'll see how difficult the course becomes. So we're going to have a little fun with it. All right?
Yeah.
All right, you ready? You can drive us through. We're going to start. Okay, so first thing I want you to do is find Stoneman's radio station on the radio for me while you're going through. You just can't stop, and you got to get the radio station on because my favorite song is on the radio right now.
How do you work?
Yep, it's over there. There you go, just can't stop, and you were missing my song, so I really got to get it on quick. It's my favorite song. Hey, my favorite song's on 102.5. Yeah.
Which station is
102.5, but you're in satellite radio. Are y'all friends? Do y'all know each other? Or is this...
No.
Okay.
Where is it?
Valerie, is your mom here watching? Or your
Yeah.
dad? Okay. Do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Okay, text your mom and say, holy cow, this is insane. I'm driving right now. But don't stop. And we missed our song. But it's fine. It's over. You got to get the text done before the next gate. Okay, you can stop. Did you notice the path of destruction we left behind us there? So that time, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much harder was it?
A lot more. It was so much harder with the distractions because he was sitting in here waving his hands around, turning on the windshield wipers with the screen thing open, so the water came in and splashed you in the face, and then they were throwing stuff at the car. But you had to keep your eyes on the road the whole time. But then afterwards he was like, make sure you can tell the people when to stop doing stuff or kick them out of the car if they're doing that, so you can keep them safe and other passengers safe.
For the parents, the distracted driving course was extremely important.
You can't, just seeing something sitting in a classroom listening isn't going to do it. They need to experience it, so it'll be a big difference, I think.
After distracted driving, we learned a bit about high-speed braking.
Their guess on the 40, just like you guys did, right? See, here's the trick. A lot of people think if you double your speed, you roughly double your distance, right? And that's why you guys are all standing there. But it's actually the square of the difference. If you double your speed, you actually quadruple your braking distance. As speed goes up, braking distance is climbing much, much faster, right? Which is why I'm here at 40. It's also why just about everybody you know follows too close on the interstate. Wait for the red and white cones.
All right, so you've done the braking challenge thing now. What are your thoughts? Was it different than you thought it would be? Easier, harder? What did you think?
Well, I thought it'd be a little different, but not really. But I thought it was pretty easy so far.
I kind of overestimated how much time it'd take to actually stop for most of the speeds.
How much did you learn about it today?
I've learned a lot.
Really good job.
I've learned a lot.
I spoke with one of the instructors about the importance of the different things that they are doing during the course.
Well, they're generally pretty timid when they get here, right? It's a new environment, it's a new kind of car. These cars are high performance, they're powerful. This is a closed course, in a kind of a closed environment. So they're typically pretty timid when they start out, They are thinking it's driving school, right? But we kind of get them to come out of their shell. Our job is to kind of get to expand their comfort zone, get them to really experience the cars and become more confident drivers.
So when you're taking them through the different, you've got the skid pad, you've got the high speed braking, the distracted driving. What are the real world applications for those different things?
Well, the skid pad is a kind of our signature event. That is really, it's designed to help them understand what's happening, the physics behind skid control, oversteer and understeer, and this is really applicable to everyday driving. You drop 2 wheels off on a country road. How do you handle that in terms of steering inputs? Or if you hit a little patch of water or some black ice, what do you do when the car's starting to rotate, right? Skid pad is, like I said, our signature thing, but also the high-speed braking, keeping your eyes on the intended path, braking firmly, urgently with the pedal, how to steer, how to see the corner, see the intended path, and then distracted driving, the third module. Kind of goes without saying, texting and driving, all the kind of things that are tearing at a kid's attention span inside the car. This is our signature event out here where we really try to drive home the problems and the kind of emergency situations that can come up from distracted driving and how to deal with those situations.
If it ever happened to be in an actual situation, I think I would actually be able to control the car now that we went through all the practice and everything. And before, I think I would have probably just panicked, turned the wheel, and I'm really not sure, but I think it was really helpful in preparing us for the future.
Parents seem to be more comfortable with their kids getting behind the wheel now that they've had the class.
Definitely more comfortable, especially with the skid control, because they don't have, you don't intentionally put your child through a skid, so it was good for them to have the experience in a controlled environment with a professional driver.
Was there anything about today just that you didn't know what to expect coming in and you were like, wow, that's kind of cool that they do that?
I think was the amount of time in the car. The classroom training is minimal. It's getting the hands-on experience was more than what I expected.
Now for you, what was your favorite part about today?
Probably the skidding or braking part.
Would you recommend this to other parents?
Definitely. Yeah, my son is he's 15, so he'll be attending it as well.
Would you recommend this to your friends to come and do?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think this is great, and it's not expensive. It doesn't cost anything actually, but you can leave the tip, of course, which is really nice. And I think it'd be a valuable experience for everyone doing this. So certainly a good experience for it.
I'm Seth Stokes, 106.3 WORD News.